Do you know about the French astrologer who accurately predicted his own death? Nostradamus is the most famous astrologer of all time, who wrote a collection of prophecies in his book Les Prophéties. This book was published in 1555, and is still used in foretelling the future. In his 942 written poetic quatrains, Nostradamus also predicted the upcoming events of 2022. Join us today to learn what 10 surprising predictions Nostradamus did for the year 2022, and how many of these are already coming true. Tsunamis and hurricanes. Nostradamus predicted 2022 to be a year of extreme weather conditions. In his book, he wrote, "For 40 years it will be seen every day, the arid earth will grow more dry, and great floods when it will be seen." This prophecy is interpreted to be the foretelling of floods in major cities around the world due to hurricanes and tsunamis. The hurricanes will likely hit France, and will affect other famous cities like Orleans, Blois, Reims, Angers, and Nantes. The first part of the prophecy also hints toward a major nuclear explosion that will lead to these climate changes. It may be just a failed nuclear test or an intentional political act. Earthquake in Japan. According to Nostradamus' prophecies, 2022 brings bad news for Japan. The prophecy, "Deep in Asia we will say earth trembles," does not need to be interpreted because the meaning is clear. This prophecy indicates that there will be a massive earthquake in Asia, and Japan is the Asian country with regular seismic activity. The tremors will be intense as compared to recent earthquakes in Japan, and the damage done will also be on a larger scale. Other than Japan, California also falls into the territory where the earth will tremble this year. An earthquake in California is predicted to happen at the end of 2022. AI dominance. We want you to look around yourself and observe how much we depend on technology. From self-driving cars, voice and facial recognition, smart assistants, and smart homes, we are surrounded by AI technology. And this is not the end, new technologies are invented every year. Nostradamus warned about this AI dominance in the mid-1500s by saying, "The moon in the full of night over the high mountain. The new sage with a lone brain sees it. By his disciples invited to be immortal. Eyes to the south. Hands in bosoms, bodies in the fire." Some interpret this prophecy as the rise of robots and their power. But it could just indicate how much we depend on technology and cannot function without it. We are already slaves of AI even without it being in power. Global warming. We all are aware of climate change, and how the Earth's temperature is rising at alarming levels. But Nostradamus predicted this crisis many decades ago in his book, and alarmed the people about global warming. For global warming in 2022, Nostradamus wrote, "Like the sun the head shall sear the shining sea, the Black Sea's living fish shall all but boil." Hopefully, we won't see fish boiling in the sea. Still, this analogy indicates that the climate crisis is far more serious this year than ever. Due to increased temperature, more glaciers will melt, leading to floods in countries. It will prove another Nostradamus to be true. Hunger and inflation. Another frightening Nostradamus prediction for 2022 involves inflation and starvation. He wrote, "No abbots, monks, no novices to learn. Honey shall cost far more than candle wax. So high the price of wheat. That man is stirred. His fellow man to eat in his despair." These verses signal a possible famine that will be caused by inflation and a falling economy. According to him, the skyrocketing prices will drive men to fight among themselves over natural resources. We already see this prophecy coming true, given that the pandemic has already caused an inflation boom. Rise of cryptocurrency. Nostradamus predicted cryptocurrency 1,500 years back, even before knowing anything about it. According to him, 2022 is going to be the year for this digital currency. His prophecy about cryptocurrency goes like this. The copies of gold and silver inflated, which after the theft were thrown into the lake. At the discovery that all is exhausted and dissipated by the debt. All scripts and bonds will be wiped out. Even though cryptocurrency is not dealt in gold and silver, these two are closely related here. World War III. According to Nostradamus, when we are facing these many strange events in 2022, we may witness a worldwide war as well. Quoting his exact prophecy, Nostradamus said, "Blue head shall white head, harm in such degree, as France's good to both shall e'er amount." This prophecy indicates a breakout of World War III, majorly between France and Russia, or France's victory in the 2022 Qatar World Cup. Hopefully, it will be the second one because the world's economy is not ready yet for another global event after the virus that can't be named on YouTube outbreak. Death of the Queen. Another intriguing prophecy in Nostradamus' book is, the sudden death of the first character, he will be changed, and they will put another in his kingdom. Many people interpret the first character to be Queen Elizabeth II because her death will impact the whole of Britain. But this first character could also be Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea, or even Joe Biden, who is the current president of the USA. Assassination of a political leader. This political leader is expected to be Vladimir Putin. Nostradamus wrote, 9 years the lean one will hold the realm in peace, then he will fall into a very bloody thirst, because of him, a great people will die without faith and law, killed by one far more good-natured, through anger and internal hatred, the acolytes. After the Russian-Ukraine conflict, Putin is becoming unpopular, even among his own people. Even his acolytes and generals are against his idea of taking over a neighboring country that was their friend just a while back. This conflict might raise hatred among some of his generals, and one of them could end up ending this political leader's life. 3 days of darkness. Among his predictions for 2022, Nostradamus did one that was the strangest of all. This prophecy goes, the time of the day may be autumn, for there will be snow on the mountains, but not yet in the lowlands. The sign of the cross will appear in the heavens. The war will end as quickly as it began, and a natural phenomenon will end it. According to this prophecy, 2022 will be a year of the great destruction which will be followed by peace. First, there will be darkness around the world for 72 hours, and then the light will appear. Some say the modern lifestyle of mankind will cease to exist after these 3 days of darkness, and we will return to the Stone Age. Some also believe that this disastrous event will wipe out 2/3 of the world's population. There you have it, 10 Nostradamus predictions for 2022. How many of these prophecies do you think are likely to come true this year? Do you interpret Nostradamus' prophecies in a different way? Let us know in the comments section below. If you found this video informative and enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button as well. We would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.